stessa scelta oppure
Serafino 40.
No, stessa scelta di identica, l'SC1.
He was a good rider in his day.
Il francesino che si sta dando in questo momento di più è partito anche benissimo.
Ma sì, il francesino è partito bene, Lorenzo si sta incasinando con il gruppetto lì, anche se li aveva già passati tutti, poi l'hanno ripassato. Però adesso vediamo, se riesce a liberarsi credo che anche lui ha il passo per girare in 46.
Ok, grazie e a voi.
Serafino 40, something of a star of Super Stock and Super Sport, particularly racing back in the, well, hell, now I think about it, over 10 years in your dynasty, James.
Well, that's how I knew him. He was working for one of the same teams I was back in '97, Chocomoto.
All right. He's a good lad.
Yeah, he's really nice.
And now quite a successful team manager, especially with this man Sylvain Barrier to deal with. So Barrier takes a long look at his pit board, no problems for him. Half distance, the Frenchman handsomely leads number 71, Sweden's Christopher Bergman. But for how long? Because here comes number 12, the championship leader, Ivan Goy, on his Ducati. We'll take a very quick break. We won't miss any of the action though. The third round of the CIV Italian Motorcycle Road Racing Championships, and look at that, the Curva Grande at Monza. What a place to watch motorcycles race. 71 Bergman, 73 Saltarelli, number 12 Goy, and Bergman retakes that second place with a muscular move into Della Roggia that just puts Goy a bit offline, and here comes his teammate Saltarelli. 22 Matteo Gabrielli keeps well out of the way on the Gabrielli Aprilia.
Saltarelli there as well. You look at the black marks there, they slide it coming out of that section.
And Saltarelli really on the move. Ivan Goy riding for the Barney Racing Team. Saltarelli for the also Barney riding for the slightly differently coloured version of the Barney Racing Team. The Gabrielli Aprilia obviously in trouble. I saw one of the. I saw an RSV4 on the road the other day, you know, back home in England, and it was, what a pretty little thing, with a lovely little lad perched high up on the back, being obviously riding with his dad. Yeah. But what a great motorbike.
Yeah, lovely little V4 engine as well, and a great motorcycle.
And here comes a big burly Ducati moving through into second place. So Simone Saltarelli qualified second, finally, oh, not for long. Look at Bergman, the Swede just axes underneath him going through, and has a couple of big moments, lays a couple of big black lines, but he's back into second place instantly.
Yeah, it's so tight amongst this. So we got BMWs, the Ducati.
Vellini there, number 5, has suddenly come into play on the 2R Antonellini by Bargi Design BMW. So this is BMW versus Ducati versus Kawasaki. Ivan Goy chops back underneath Bergman. Oh, and that's another of those ruthless moves by Baroni that doesn't quite work.
Well, and that's just allowed Saltarelli as well, who slipped through to second spot now, and he's managed to put a little bit of air between him and the rest of the pack.
It just takes a couple of, can we say, crude overtaking manoeuvres or overtaking attempts, and it could just break things up like that.
Kawasaki con Bergman, grande sorpresa Enrico Folegnani.
Beh, grande sorpresa non direi, perché il ragazzo è un ragazzo di grande talento, in cui crediamo molto, una piccola scommessa, ma la gioia mia è quella proprio di utilizzare la mia esperienza per aiutare un ragazzino a crescere, e spero che diventi un campione molto presto.
E sta crescendo bene, però sarà un arrivo in volata. Avete già una tattica? Avete pensato qualcosa nelle prove o no?
Saltarelli, oh, he's still talking, sorry.
Perché sai, in questi casi aspettiamo la bandiera a scacchi.
Grazie Enrico Folegnani, a voi.
Number 12 Ivan Goy, championship leader. There is Alessio Vellini, number 5, the 32-year-old from near Perugia, on that distinctive black machine. He's pushed his way through into contention. Number 3, Alessio Carradi, has dropped off this group now as they come storming down towards the Parabolica. Saltarelli, Goy, Bergman, Vellini and Baroni, they're the 5. This is the leader, absolutely having a ball here in preparation for his European Superstock Championship race next weekend. Is normally number 20, now number 201, Sylvain Barrier. 4 laps to go, 2/3 race distance then for the Frenchman.
Yeah, and that is just a commanding lead, isn't it, around here? He can just really monitor that. 4 abreast as we come in. Goy, we know he's the best man on the brakes into here, and he does slip through to second spot. Behind him, we got Saltarelli.
And again, that's Baroni's favoured move, is to absolutely sweep people up going into a chicane. It was interesting. Oh, as we watch, look at this. Oh, where's he gone? Very, very wide there for Ivan Goy, and that gave, oh no, Saltarelli went wide, Goy's still there, Vellini moves in, so Saltarelli pays the price, and Alessio Vellini punches his way through to third place. This is proper Super Stock 1000 racing. Yeah, Saltarelli comes back in, well, elbows him aside, more with his knees than anything.
And we've got Goy's obviously riding the new Panigale, that new Ducati, absolutely beautiful new machine. And we've got Saltarelli's actually on the older model, so you can see the slightly different style of the bike. He's on the 1198. Then we've got Bergman, who's just dropped off there on the ZX10 Kawasaki with the BMWs. A nice little mix.
He's worked hard, hasn't he, on the Kawasaki? It looks like they've just got the better of him at the moment. Vellini is third in the championship, only 5 points adrift of Ivan Goy. So number 5, Vellini, desperate to gain a couple of more places, because ahead of him he's got Goy and Saltarelli, who are respectively 1st and 4th in the championship. It's very tight. Saltarelli, number 73, is only 8 points off the championship lead in 4th place. So if he can beat Ivan Goy here, that will be make a big difference for as prospective Barney team leader bragging rights, shall we say.
Yeah.
So 12 is Goy, 73 Saltarelli, 5 Vellini, 71 Bergman. Again, as they come fight, well, Goy must just know how strong he is on the brakes. He must have such confidence down here.
He has.
What is it that allows a man to be that strong on the brakes, James? He even seems to lift his feet off the peg, so it must be almost largely front brake.
Yeah, I mean, it's also how you got your front forks got up. Maybe he's got a slightly harder spring in it.
Look at Saltarelli going round the outside of him again, trying to go round the Curva Grande. Has he made it stick? Coming down into Della Roggia. Oh, not quite. Whoa, and here's Baroni with one of those late insertions. There he goes.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be able to do a kind of clean move, does he?
No,
It's always a bit awkward. You're kind of a bit in your... Yeah.
It reminds me of what Eugene Laverty said this week about racing against Marco Melandri, how he gets himself... He comes from just out behind, off your peripheral vision, very late, and sticks it underneath you going into a turn. He said, whereas Haslam is a fairer rider who lets you know that he's there before he makes a move like that. Oops, Daisy, what have we got happening here? Oh, well held, sir. That was number 77, Marco Muzio, who, just to say, clung on then, as we get back to number 73, Saltarelli, and suddenly Baroni is there in 3rd place. Ivan Goy's been pushed back. Vellini's is just behind him. Here comes Goy, there's Vellini, there's Bergman, any one of these guys. This is all for 2 rostrum places. Going to be 3 disappointments here. Ivan Goy pushes back under Baroni on the entrance to Parabolica. Oh, Baroni got a bit untidy there.
Bergman, it was like they both went on a slightly, I don't know.
Yeah, for an early apex that wasn't there. Going to hit the grass at that speed.
Well, just a couple of laps to go, and well, what's going to be... It's all going to be about slipstreaming in your position here. Any of these guys can win it, but not past Goy into there. It's the same for Goy. That's not the last corner, because he'd take this. Look at that rear. We see, and that was much bigger than for Bergman now.
Yeah, Bergman had a mass. Yeah, that was lucky to stay on board. Well done, sir.
There's Barrier, just absolutely going through the motions. He got away early on in the race. First lap broke them. And he's just been able to ride his own race. Looks super comfortable, super smooth on the BMW.
Sylvain Barrier, 24-year-old now, a veteran of Super Stock Championship racing. Finished no higher actually than 6th in the Super Stock 600s. Moved into Super Stock 1000 in 2008, 5th in 09, 6th in 2010, 4th last year. And someone's gone straight on. It always happens eventually.
77 again.
Oh, it is.
Next lap in exactly the same spot.
Yep. This time he had to go straight on. There is Barrier flashing through the bottom of the screen. 5 abreast into Ascari. Come on, boys. Bring it on. And once again, Baroni.
Oh, he's just...
That's a quick entrance to do that, James.
It is.
And of course, the Ascari widens and opens out as you come through it. So they absolutely racking up the gears as they come out of it, through up to 5th, 6th gears down the back straight.
Saltarelli pulling out. He's having a look up the inside of Goy. Goy on the new Panigale. Both on Ducatis, and obviously Saltarelli on the 1198. It's not much between them though around here.
It's good to see, because there's been doubts about the Panigale's pedigree as the ultimate racing machine, but it's looking good out there at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think yeah, the word in the street is they don't almost want to bring it out yet because it is so good. But look at it, last lap.
Oh dear me, final lap, 4 abreast, 4th, 2nd and 3rd places. But Bellini tries to lean on Baroni, but Baroni's not having it.
He's aggressive, Baroni. He's so aggressive.
That gave Bergman a chance to have a look round the outside of Bellini, and he took it because actually Bellini just...
Saltarelli round the outside side, Jack.
This time, could he make it work? Not quite. He'll have to be hard on the brakes into Della Roggia. He's not hard enough. Bergman's right up there now. What a move by the Swede. He cuts back through to 4th place. But he's run deep into Della Roggia. He runs off track, and suddenly he's right back to where he started in 6th.
Oh no, it's a nightmare for him doing that in this place. But look at Goy as well. He's managed to put, what, 2-3 bike lengths in between him and Saltarelli. Baroni, he looks like he's got too much to do at this spot. It's all going to come down to the final turn. That's what it's all going to be about here at Monza. It always is. They've got to get a good run out of there and run down to the final turn. Who can do what? Who's your leader?
The gold bet BMW Motorrad bike there of the Frenchman Sylvain Barrier, who won his first European Superstock 1000 race at Brunel last year, has won the opening 2 rounds of the European Series this year. Now he's going to win here surely at Monza, but in the background we want to see what happens into the Parabolica. Everything to play for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th places, and a stately exit to the Parabolica. Sylvain Barrier takes it. A win for him here at Monza. Behind him, the championship rivals, they'll be necking. Oh, what's happened? We've missed them. Here they come across the line. It's Saltarelli versus Goy. Saltarelli gets it. Saltarelli nicks it from Ivan Goy with Lorenzo Baroni, Alessio Bellini, Christopher Bergman filling out the top 6, but any one of them could have snatched one of the rostrum places. Barrier takes the win by about 8.5 seconds, but nothing between the rest.
Yeah, Saltarelli did well on that last turn, didn't he? It looked like Goy had it in the bag.
Yeah,
to come
but
through for a second.
You said it was all going to be down to the braking and how they dealt with Parabolica, and it's Simone Saltarelli who came out on top on one of the Team Barney bikes. He's ended up 2nd, 3rd place then for the championship leader Ivan Goy. Victory for Sylvain Barrier, the Frenchman from the Rhone Alps, 3,500 feet up in the foothills of the Alps in southwestern France, has come here to Monza in dubious conditions and produced victory for the gold bet BMW Italia team. Great 1000 Superstock action here from Monza. We'll be back later with more.